So welcome to the Virtual Cheese Awards 2024, where we celebrate the best of British cheese. I am Vicky Rogerson, and I'm the moderator for this session, which is A3 Traditional Vintage Cheddar. I'd like to introduce you to our three amazing judges, Keith, Daniel, and Russell. And Keith, can you introduce yourself first?
Yeah, hi there. I'm Keith Kendrick. I'm the Group Magazine's editor for Good Food, Olive, Easy Cook, and a variety of other titles. I'm an associate with the Academy of Cheese, level 1. I've been judged for the World Cheese Awards several times, and I've got my own cheese fridge in the kitchen, which my wife doesn't like. So there you go.
Great, thank you, Daniel.
Hi, I'm Daniel Abdavid. I started Blas ar Fwyd some 36 years ago. It's a delicatessen and wholesale business in Wales. Been a judge in the Royal Welsh Show several times, and the Winter Fair, World Cheese Awards, and this is my second time with the Virtual Cheese Awards. So very much looking forward to tasting these cheeses.
Great, thanks. Russell?
Yeah, hi, I'm Russell Haggerty. I'm a category technical manager at Morrison's. Been at Morrison's for 15 years now. We're the International Cheese Retailer of the Year for 6 years running. I've also worked at Dairy Crest, so my skill set is Cheddar, which is handy for this category, and judged at the International Cheese Awards, British Cheese Awards, World Cheese Awards, and Virtual Cheese Awards. So really looking forward to tasting yummy cheese. Bring it on.
Brilliant. Thanks, Russell. So judges will be using a point system where they give points on 4 key attributes. So they are appearance, aroma, texture, and flavour. And flavour is upweighted in terms of scores. So get straight into it. The first cheese we're going to be judging is 1014.
Cheddar-ators are ready.
Okay, so when we're looking at it, we've got a nice healthy rind, decent amount of mould on there.
This cheese has been packed really quite tightly.
Yeah.
So I'm cutting it open just to see the texture, how it looks inside as well.
It looks like I've got, I don't know if you can see that, I've got a crack in there where some of the mould is actually ingressed into there. Now I know from my artisan colleagues who have amazing cheese shops, this is a benefit. You can sell it. This gives character to it. As a retailer, I struggle.
Why do you struggle, Russell? I think that's really interesting because, you know, I, as a cheese obsessive, I'm quite drawn to the cracks and the crevices and the creeps of the molds and the blues, all that. Why is it not an appealing thing for a supermarket?
I suppose as the customer that comes in isn't coming in for the £40 kilo piece of cheddar. They're coming in for a great piece of cheese at a great price, and they want after it at a great price. They want it to be perfect.
On the appearance of this cheese, I don't know if you can see, the rind has washed down. It's not an ingress, it's just washed down the edge of the cheese. So it's just discolored the cheese. That's a packing fault as opposed to a cheese. But it does spoil the appearance of the cheese for me.
What's your score for appearance?
It looks quite tightly packed. It looks quite dense, doesn't it? It's and the colour is it ranges from very pale to very kind of yellowy. So I don't know if that's just its inconsistency or that's the style of this particular cheddar. But I think it's this particular part of it is probably letting it down a little bit. So I would say 6.5.
I'll go 7.
I think that because of the wash, I think I'd go 6.5 as well.
Yeah.
So we're on to aroma.
You don't have to chase this one, do you?
No, it's here.
Nice, it's fruity.
Yeah.
A little bit farmy, milky.
Yeah, it's definitely farmy.
especially on the rind.
Yeah, it's got that earthy sort of woodiness.
So it's giving us what we want.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a bit kind of yeasty breadiness about it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's enticing.
Makes you want to get in there.
I'm going to go 7 on the aroma.
Yeah, happy with 7.
Yeah.
Me, yeah.
I'm happy with that.
Once I've cut into the cheese, I can actually like the texture of that cheese. I like the crack on it as well.
We talk about the asparagus analogy of the bend of the asparagus, and then it snaps in its natural place. And I think we can do that with cheese as well. So we're getting some bend, and then it gives way in a very satisfying way, actually, just at that nose. You're getting a lot of character in the cross section as well.
So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to put the cheese into a ball, a small piece, and squidge it to try and get it into a ball. So I'm trying to warm up the butter fat in there. It's a little bit dry and crumbly, and I'm struggling to get it into the ball.
The texture in the mouth is very interesting. There's lots of crystals in this cheese.
It's very buttery. Yeah.
It's very creamy, buttery, strong, sharp.
But it's in balance. It's in balance. It's
not just one big hard hit, is it? It's
no.
No, it's quite complex. It's I think it keeps revealing itself as you chew. You're getting different sort of minerality coming through as you chew, a little bit more acidic, and then you get the kind of the butteriness and the caramelly spice at the end.
What's your score for texture and for flavor?
I'd go up to 8.
Yeah.
For texture.
I'm going to go 7 for texture because I just thought it was a little bit dry.
You want to go meet in the middle?
Yeah.
7.5.
The taste right at the nose is still complex and varied. So I like that. I tasted in the middle of the cheese first and then at the nose, and I'm now going to taste at the rind.
That rind is really, just under the rind, is very fruity. Herby.
Wow. It really is, isn't it? It really is like sucking on a lemon tree at the rind.
It is.
I think I'll probably go 8 on the taste.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's I'm really enjoying the mouthfeel of this. It's kind of going round and round. It's a tumble dryer of cheese in my mouth. Yeah.
Cheese 1028. That cheese got 33.
33 for that one. What was the first one, Vicky? Sorry.
That was the first one.
Oh, it was, sorry.
1014.
Yeah, 1014. Yeah, sorry.
This one's 1028.
Distracted by people at work. Okay. People at my work don't appreciate that this is actually a job. It's important work.
Great.
It is. It's the most important work.
Exactly that. But no, they think it's some kind of jolly eating cheese all day and discussing it with really, really nice people.
They're so good at it, don't they?
They just, I'm trying to educate them, Vicky, but they just don't get it. Okay, so we're on 1175. I'm back in the room.
1028.
1028.
1028.
1028.
1028. Sorry, 1028. I am back in the room.
I think Russell's going to be happy with this rind.
Yes, Russell will be happy with this rind. We don't speak on behalf of Russell. We are not his representatives, but we do have prior form with him, and he certainly knows his rinds. There's a lovely earthiness about that rind as well. But we're talking about the appearance first. Yellow, firm, consistent. Any signs of faults there, you guys?
Nothing with me.
Nothing with me. It's even got on when you look carefully at the rind, there's a little bit of red yeast on there, which is absolutely fine.
Yeah,
We're doing what's become the Daniel cross-section test to see how it opens across its length from nose to rind.
It's a lovely flakiness to the cheese.
Yeah, there's a lovely.
Mine's just collapsed. It's awesome. It's just gone. It's just collapsed like a rock fall. Oh, brilliant! Look at this.
Yeah, you're feeling a bit envious. I want some of that cheese, don't you?
You can possibly see the glints of crystals in there. There's a little bit of moisture.
It's all going on in that.
Yeah, yeah.
So those crystals in there are what's called calcium lactate, and that's where basically the salt gets to super saturation point and comes out.
Yeah. So, chaps, what did we mark it for? Aroma.
Appearance.
No, we did aroma. No, sorry, appearance. Sorry, aroma. What am I doing? Yeah, appearance. I really like this.
I'm up for 7.5 for appearance. The rind looks awesome.
I'm going 8.
I'll meet at 8.
Going to meet at 8, yeah. Okay. Now aroma.
It's very buttery and milky.
Again, it's subtle.
Yeah, pretty faint. There's a nuttiness about it, though.
The nuttiness about it, hazelnuttiness about it.
I'm going to go 7.
Yep.
Purely because I've got to chase it.
You don't like chasing your aromas, do you? You like it to be right there in your face, punching you very, very hard between the eyes.
I like to know what I'm going to stick in my mouth without having to stick my nose on it.
Yeah, it's a drier cheese, so 7 is fine on the aroma.
Texture. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ball it again. Off I go.
I don't think you're going to get the balling that you desire on this one, are you?
It's pretty hard work there. So you're having a go?
I'm having a go, yeah. I feel like this balling of the cheese could be an Olympic sport. I tell you what they call those ASMR videos. It's very, very relaxing watching you ball cheese, Russell, I have to say. No, it's just kind of falling to pieces. In fact, it's all over my son's bedroom floor now, so I'm going to abandon
it. It does the same in the mouth. The texture in the mouth, it breaks up. Not claggy at all. It's not pasty. Quite a dry cheese.
It is quite dry.
And it is
the fact you give it some bites rather than it just melts away.
Mm.
And it is a vintage cheese, so I would expect it to be drier than the matures, extra matures.
Yeah.
It's certainly got the juices flowing. I've got Niagara going in my mouth now. It might be the Iguazu Falls, I'm not quite sure, but that's a geography lesson for another day. It really is. Was it opal fruits that made to make your mouth water?
It is.
Well, this is A31028 made to make your mouth water. I remember it now. Back in the day.
That must be the 1970s.
Maybe 8 years, I think, if I remember it.
They're called Starburst now, aren't they?
So texture?
What was for texture?
7.5 to 8.
I'd say 8.
I'm going 8.
No flavour.
And then with the flavour, I don't think it's as complex as the first one.
Quite buttery.
It is. It's far more dairy than the other, isn't it?
I like the dryness of it in the in the flavour, really.
It's got quite a spike when you kind of really chew and roll it around of spice.
But as you say, less complexity overall in there.
Yeah.
What's going on near the rind? I was expecting more near the rind. It's not as.
It's a bit anticlimactic, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
I think for flavour, I'm going to give it a 7.
Yeah, 7 is where I'm at as well.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I mean, sometimes we've had cheeses where it almost takes you on a journey from the nose going to the rind, and you kind of get build up this flavour. And really, this has been a little bit one note, I think.
Yeah. I'd agree.
That gives that cheese a 33.5, and the one before was a 33.
Wow.
Half point there.
31.5.
You scored higher for flavour for the last one, but you scored higher for texture and for appearance.
Say that again, Vicky. 31.5.
33.5.
33.5, sorry.
And the 1014 is 33.
Oh, that's interesting, isn't it?
Half point between them. We can go back over it afterwards. So the next cheese is 1175.
I'm just getting rid of all my cheese balls from the
Floor.
on the floor.
Your poor son's bedroom.
So lean grind on this one.
Yeah,
I'd tell you what, Russell, it's only enhancing the aroma in his bedroom. Let's put it that way.
it is. I'm not saying a word. So the rind's pretty clean. I don't know whether it's had a clean before it's been cut.
It doesn't look as if it's been brushed.
Clean, does it?
No.
It's a very it's got a lot going on the in cross section.
Yes.
Yeah, the rind's almost invisible, isn't it? It's incredibly pale.
The cheese looks very, very waxy. After cutting
it's almost translucent as you go through.
Yeah. I think for appearance, just purely on the rinds being so clean and
characterless.
Yeah, I'm going to go 7.
I thought that you might have gone slightly lower than that, but I'm happy with the 7.
I was thinking 6. But I'm going to stick with 7.
Yeah, I'm okay with 7 as well.
Yeah, I mean, I think the cross section has got some character about it, so 7's all right for me.
And then in terms of aroma, we got it there. It's sweet, it's spicy.
Maybe there should be more science about this. So if you put it at arm's length, can you smell it? And then you bring it forward, and then it's almost like okay, now I get it. So you've got that kind of.
You're trying to quantify it.
But a bit of science and process behind this. Yeah, it's a 2 nostril job.
Yeah, it's quite faint. Well, it's there and it's doing what it's doing. It's clean.
Clean and milky.
It's clean but dirty at the same time. It's got that farmyardy sharpness to it. I like it.
I can smell the sharpness. Yeah.
8.
Yeah, 8.
Let's try and ball this bad boy.
Okay, here we go. Do you need a drum roll for this one?
Dun, 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 dun.
I like the break on this cheese as well.
Yeah, let's try the snap.
I like to look at texture in the mouth.
Oh, look at this bend.
It's probably too much for a vintage cheddar, isn't it?
Yeah, it kind of went for quite a while, that, didn't it?
And the texture in the mouth is a little bit too smooth as well.
I'm not really getting smooth. I'm getting quite a bit grainy.
I tasted right from the nose on that one. So I'll go middle of the cheese now.
It's quite chewy, isn't it?
It's claggy. It's sticky.
That's what I was getting on the nose of the cheese.
Yeah, it's sort of staying with you, but not in the way that you like. I'm going to try the rind on this one.
I'm not surprised it's claggy and sticky from the bend test that you did, because it bent so much. It's got still quite a lot of moisture in it.
Yeah.
So from a texture point of view, I'm gonna go 6. Because it had too much bend in it. It's claggy and sticky.
Okay.
Yeah, for vintage cheddar.
Yeah, yeah, I agree.
But in terms of flavour, I've just had a small piece, and it's still going. It's like a fun party going on in there.
A fun party?
Yeah, it's like full of acid.
Oh, it's like a rave in your mouth.
A fun party, absolutely.
All parties should be fun.
There's a distinct difference in flavors when you taste at the nose, mid, and then at the rind. It really quietens down by the rind.
It's very, very spicy, the rind, isn't it? It's kind of it's mustard greens, it's wasabi, it's horseradish. There's lots and lots of complexity going on there. I love the spice of it. It really kind of hits you in a very, very lovely, surprising way. If you like being hit in a lovely, surprising way, that is.
Bad spice.
Yeah, loads of spice.
Lots of variety of flavors between different parts of the cheese.
Yeah, and we talked before about that kind of journey from nose to rind. This is really taking you on that journey.
We'll just go.
I'm thinking 8.5.
Yeah, I'm going to go 8.5.
I'm towards the 8 on that one. But
8.25.
No, I'll meet you at 8.5. That's okay.
He's going to start doing quarters.
Well, we can start doing quarters.
Well, you can if you really wanted to, yeah.
Vicky's going to need a bigger calculator.
Luckily, Sarah doesn't say that it all adds up itself. Right, so these cheeses. So that one, so the main 1175 has got 33.75. So that's winning. And then the next one, 1028, is 33.5, and then 1014 is 33.
Very close, aren't they? Very close.
Very, very close.
Yeah, it's like half a point, quarter point between each of them.
It's like the 100 meters final.
Yeah. So, which is fine because there's a clear winner. Because if you're happy with that, then that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Peter's Yard biscuits are really good as well.
They are. Snap.
Crackle.
Pop.
Right, so to finish this class, thanks guys for your amazing judging skills. So the winning cheese in this class, traditional vintage cheddar, is 1175, which is 33.75 score. Number 2 was A31028 with 33.5, and coming third was A31014, which was 33. So thanks for your time and for energy. Make sure you come back and watch the category judging on the 14th of May, where the winning cheeses in this class will go into the final category. And then supreme judging on the 15th of May, all be live on our website and YouTube. So thanks very much, guys.
Thank you. Let's see you all.